Hello, my name is Niro Ajayi. I am also called Madamlandseller. I am your trusted property consultant in Lagos, Nigeria and Dubai, UAE. In my interactions with some Nigerians, home and abroad, I realized that they have become skeptical about real estate investment in Nigeria, especially in Ibeju Lekki axis of Lagos. So I have decided to share 5 shocking secrets of how investors may lose their money in Ibeju Lekki land transactions and how you can avoid losing your money. Number 1, write the vision and make it clear. When investing in Ibeju Lekki land, one huge mistake on the part of the investor will be not being definite about what you really want. What do you want? Why do you want to invest? What are your expectations per investment? You must decide and be specific on all these parameters. In dealing with real estate agents, it is imperative to clearly communicate your expectations. Whether you want a residential property or you want a commercial property, do you want to leave the property for a while and let it appreciate and you sell it, or you want to start construction on it immediately? When you make all these things clear, it is easier for the agent to give you properties that will match your investment objectives. When you're not clear with your agent, he will just get you anything, and all these kind of lands may not meet your investment objectives. So to save yourself from all these frustrations, clearly communicate to your agent, and any agent worth his or her salt will be able to offer you the right property that will match your investment objective. Number 2 is land titles, the Ogbonge land titles. You must have heard the word excision in progress. What does it really mean? An investor approached me and wanted me to help him dispose his land in Ibeju Lekki in a hurry. I was wondering why he was in so much of a hurry, and he later disclosed to me that when he bought the property, it was excision in progress, and years later, the government is about to take over the land for infrastructure work. And of course, I will not be able to transfer that kind of problem to another person. So he did not get that done. Excision in progress is not a land title. It is just a big terminology that some agents use to confuse investors who do not really know what it means. The phrase excision in progress means taking a part out of a whole. You have an apple, you cut it into four parts. You take out one part and reserve it for the government. The remaining 3 parts are given to the host community, and this is the land that is excised. By the 1978 Land Use Act, the state government became the custodian of all the lands in a particular state. And if the host communities want some of that land, they will have to apply officially, and the government will have to look into it and see if they will be able to give out some of that land to the communities. So this process of the government giving part of that land to the community is called excision, where the government takes a portion for future infrastructure and amenities development and leaves another portion to the communities to use. And these are the lands the communities decide to sell in the future. Okay, now let's talk about the certificate of occupancy. A lot of investors want to have a land with a C of O. Every C of O has an expiry date, usually 99 years from the date of first issue. When you buy land with a C of O, you are buying the unexpired interest in that land, which means the number of years left before its expiration. So a C of O that was issued in 1981 is already 41 years gone, and it remains 58 years to its expiration. A C of O that was issued in 2022, for example, is still 99 years old. So when you want to buy land with C of O, you can check on the C of O document. The date is always stated there, so you can know the number of years left for the C of O to expire. Now, the third secret I would like to share is you must do a thorough due diligence check. The importance of a legal search in any real estate transaction can never be overemphasized. Investors, don't hesitate to run a due diligence check. It will save you premium tears if anything goes wrong with a transaction because you did not do a search. Please don't be that investor who pays for property in a hurry. There's no rush. Just take your time, do your search. Great investments are carefully thought, searched for diligently, and finally paid for. No matter how close your real estate agent is to you, please ask them for the search result, or better still, contract a lawyer who you will pay to run an independent due diligence check for the property you are interested in. I know of an investor who jumped this important stage and she got her fingers burnt till today. 3 years later, she's still running EFCC issues with the sellers of the property. So please, if you're in the country or in the same place where the property is, it's very important to do a physical site inspection. And if you're not able to do that, you can get trusted foot soldiers who will go out, do a virtual video for you and check the property to see that it exists before you go ahead with the transaction. These due diligence checks will put your mind at rest and also save you from losing your investment funds. The fourth secret I would like to share is zoning restriction. In Ibeju Lekki, the Lagos state government has zoned the land for different purposes. You have agricultural lands, we have industrial lands, we have lands reserved for residential purposes, we have lands reserved for commercial purposes, and so on. So you have to be very specific about what you want to do with the land you are buying so that you will buy only in the right zone. If your property falls outside the right zone, your project will not be approved by the Lagos state government. For example, you want to do agriculture and you went to buy industrial land, your project will not be approved. And even if you go ahead to start building or constructing on the land, in the future, when the government is ready to be on the case, then you may be facing demolitions and huge losses. So it's just good to know which zone you belong to. So a search in the Surveyor General's office will show you these different zones and the particular land you are interested in. You will also know which zone it falls into. And you can also ask your agent if he has the zoning list, so you can just see it and you know that you are safe. And my secret number 5 is buy from a certified real estate company. It is always very advisable to buy lands from a certified and registered real estate developing company rather than buying one-off from maybe the host communities or any land that is just around anywhere. Some investors buy land from host communities or omonilers because they have cheaper offers, and the land may have even been sold to a couple of other people. And this is how some investors get scammed out of their hard-earned money. These real estate companies usually would have done a lot of the work already for you. You would not have to interact with the omonilers when you buy from certified real estate companies. These lands from companies may be more pricey compared to what the communities will offer. But in the long run, it is actually better. You have a tidy work. They've dealt directly with the government and you have no interaction whatsoever with the host communities or the omonilers. The companies develop infrastructure. They put security in place. They even keep your land maintained for you if you're not available to start your construction immediately. This is how to invest safely, even if you are not in the country or you're not available. the real estate companies would maintain the property for you according to the agreement. And finally, I have a bonus point for you. Never pay your investment money into any agent's account. This is red alert. There is no art to find the mind's construction on the face, according to Shakespeare. Trusting too much is a sure way to lose your money. Anything can happen at any time. Even your closest family members or friends can become unpredictable when it comes to huge investment sums. It is always safer to pay directly into the developer's account and get your receipt, your acknowledgement letter, and your contract of sale. So these are the 5 secrets I decided to share today, and I hope it's of value to you. Kindly like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again very soon. Thank you very much.